Hello everyone, I am the connector, Tracy G, and I am here to help you raise your frequency and connect your mind, body, and spirit to good vibrations and to a higher, more joyful way of living. And today, what I'm going to talk to you about is what is getting in your way. What is getting in your way from, being happy all the time? What's getting in your way of doing more for others and feeling good about being content and feeling like you're making a difference in this world? Well, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you what is getting in your way. It's probably one of three things, okay? Number one is the ego. Number two is a pain body, an overextended pain body. And number three is, you guessed it, victim mentality. Now I'm going to go into my reasonings, why those three are the big three that you are probably dealing with, and everybody's dealing with, actually on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so the ego. Ego, just knowing, look around the world right now, ego is evil if it's unchecked. Ego only worries about me, myself, and I. It has nothing to do with you. It has no time for anybody but itself. Anytime you start feeling bad for someone else, it's not the ego. That's actually you shifting mind, body, and spirit from body to spirit if you start caring about others. Okay, so ego is evil. But now don't get mad at me for saying that, because that's your ego talking, okay? Ego can be evil because it's all about me and my problems and my people or my race or my country, my. If it's not me, it sees, the ego is edge God out. It sees everything as separate, okay? I am separate from you, you are separate from, so it, first of all, divide and conquer, that is what the ego does, okay? Now, the difference between ego and a good self-esteem, black and white, okay? Good self-esteem, your spirit has a great self-esteem, okay? It loves itself and it loves everyone else. I mean, and it is the embodiment of good, okay? The ego really does not care about anything or anyone but itself. And you can pick it apart as much as you want, read up on the ego, and you will find, and I am going to actually do a whole video on ego and how much it's affecting you and how much it's affecting your decisions. Okay, so the second one is the pain body. Okay, so what a pain body is, it's that little bit of yourself that actually loves turmoil. It loves being miserable. It enjoys pain to some extent, emotional pain at least. It makes it, and the ego and the pain body actually are best friends. The pain body says, oh, look at this. I'm going to replay this thing over and over and over again that happened to me. It was so horrible. And then the ego says, yeah, you didn't deserve that. Yeah, that person should suffer. That person should, be killed or go to jail or be tortured. I mean, it's the ego that allows us to do some really awful things to people because it thinks it deserves to have that revenge or whatever. So, okay, so the second one is pain body. And the third one is victim mentality. It's not my fault. I was raised wrong, or it's not my fault. My mom wasn't there. My dad wasn't there. I had an abusive situation. I was poor. I was too rich. I was, everybody has a story, and believe me, nobody has a perfect story. And if they did, and they haven't had a lot of chaos or turmoil in their life, and have had everything given to them, and they've had nothing to push against, just look at that person and see how much they've actually grown, or how connected they are to others, or are they really in their ego? So anyway, I've almost realized that a lot of the bad stuff that happens to us isn't against us. It's actually done for us. Because just like a seed that's planted in the ground, without any of that resistance, it can't grow. It can't sprout and become the beautiful plant that it is meant to be. So the more turmoil that you've had in your life, see it as a blessing in disguise. And I will go into all this stuff later, but I wanted to keep this video short, which is already 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's let you know, I'm gonna talk about getting you connected to your higher self, getting you on the right path. I'll even take, questions and answers. I have livinginthelight.me. You can comment or send me a quick little question there too, and it might be on one of my next videos. I am going to do some interviews with other people. I do have someone from the Native American culture that's going to come and talk to us about their spirituality and how they see us connected. And I'm going to have other people on too. They just haven't showed up in my vision yet. So anyway, I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.